In real estate, mortgage rates for the 30-year fixed remain just above 6%. Let's find out what that means for Americans who want to own a home. Joining us now is Nick Bailey, President and CEO of REMAX. We're so happy to have you on this show. What's the latest housing data telling you about the spring home buying market?
Well, the spring market is here. We're off to a great start. In fact, sales from February to March are up 30%. And so we are seeing buyers return to the market and seeing that spring seasonality. But there's also something else that's interesting. We still have low inventory. Demand remains fairly high, but buyers are not competing with each other quite as much. The average close to list price is around 99%, meaning houses are selling just about 1% lower than what they're listed for. Compared to a year ago where they were selling more than list price.
What can potential home buyers do to get a great house, even with higher mortgage rates?
Yeah, so I think what buyers should realize today is they don't have to take themselves out of the market. They can still possibly get into the market, even with some higher rates. And that's because of a couple of things. First, have a good lender and shop rates. But while you're shopping rates, I think it's important that buyers look at all the mortgage products that might be available to them, not just the 30-year fixed. Adjustable rate mortgages are out there. There are buy down opportunities of the interest rate. First-time home buyer. There are other options that can help buyers get into the home that they need.
How should people get started with their property search?
Well, for buyers, number one, find a great agent. Because we all know that the market conditions have changed. We've gone through a rebalance. We have some stabilization in rates that we're seeing, but we're still going to have some changes to the market. Having a great agent that has the experience and knows the market that's happening right now will really be instrumental in helping a buyer navigate what is known as a pretty complex transaction.
What can you tell us about the mood of buyers?
Well, I think though we've seen some stabilization in rates, we still don't have inflation totally where the Fed wants it. And so I think for 23, we're going to see rates bounce around a little bit. We might see them go up. We might see them come down. Overall, I think there's a good chance we could see them kind of go down toward the end of the year going into 24. But I think we have seen most of the volatility of the changes, I think, is in the rearview mirror.
If someone wants to get top dollar for their home, what are your top selling tips?
So for sellers, there's a couple of things. The most important thing sellers should be looking at right now is how they're pricing their home. And a great agent can help them with that. When you look at overall median prices are down only 2% year over year. And in some markets, it's slightly up depending on what part of the country you're in. But the reality is it's not that crazy double-digit price appreciation that we were experiencing. And so making sure that your house is priced right is important because homes are staying on the market just a little bit longer. That's up around 2 weeks longer than it was just months ago. And because of that, buyers are able to take their time and look around a little bit more than they did a year ago. And so having the home priced right, most important, having it staged and maybe any improvements is the second most important thing that they can be doing.
Great ideas. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks very much.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.